Hi guys, welcome back to your Not So Ordinary Scrapbook channel. Today I am going to show you some of the things that I'm going to use in my December daily this year for 2022. I have had some of this stuff out for a while. I just haven't had a chance to get started using it yet. With the time change, it gets darker earlier, and this room is rather dark to begin with, so it's kind of hard to film in here after dark, but that's what I'm doing right now because I don't have a choice. The lighting situation in here isn't ideal, but it is soft lighting, so it's nice to scrapbook too, if that makes sense. Some of the things that I'm going to be using this year are a little bit different than I've used in past years. I'm not going to use all the stuff that I have on this table. Just probably I'm going to simplify it as much as possible this year, just because it's a very busy year. We have a lot going on. There's a lot of house projects that we're working on right now that are taking up a lot of time, and we're working a lot. The whole family's working a lot, and there's just a lot going on. So traditionally what I normally do when I do my December daily is I take a picture every day in December, and then in January is when I put together the December daily. All the memories are fresh in my mind, and then I can put it together quite easily because I remember almost, all the important things that happened in December. This year we'll probably go through the new year again, just because we have a court date with Esme on the 30th, and so I'd like the outcome of that court date in this album as well. Hopefully it goes as planned. Yeah. So I'm going to try to do my best to set up some of the pages in December. I probably won't do it on camera. If I do, it's a bonus. Just because of time restrictions. Right now we're 11 days till Christmas Eve, 12 days till Christmas, so that doesn't give me a lot of time to prep. And there's things that the family likes to do during December, like make cookies, and we did a puzzle together as a family, and last Sunday we made a gingerbread house, and there's still other things that I'm pretty much all done shopping for Christmas, but we do still have a few gift cards to pick up this coming week. So, and I still have a big package to mail out to my son and daughter-in-law. So it's just a busy month for everyone. So one of the things that I'm going to be using to simplify this year is this wooden chipboard. It's wood veneer album that I think came from Freckled Fawn. I'm not sure. It was in a grab bag. I got two of them. I got this one in the grab bag. I think it was 3 years ago. I forgot that I even had it last year. I probably would have used it last year. I just completely forgot that I got it. So I think the grab bag was 2 or 3 years ago. I'm not 100% certain what year I got it, but it's been in my stash, and I found it last spring when I was finishing up my December daily, because I was late last year finishing up, and I found it in my I have a bunch of iris containers that are filled with Christmas stuff, and I found it in there, and I was like, oh duh, I don't know why I didn't use it then, but so I made sure that this year I got it out of there, and I'm going to use it. I'm probably going to either ink it, stain it with walnut ink, or I'm not sure exactly color wise what I know for sure is these two pins I've had for a really long time. I think they're just like pins that you put on your coat or whatever, but I don't wear stuff like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the backs off of them, and they're really cute. One's a boy and one's a girl. And I think I'm going to glue them on either side of this, of the cover. And I think it's going to be really, really cute. Just a really cute embellishment on here. So that's a start. And then the rings that are going to go on here are just those like binder rings. So let's see here. The pages that go with this album came with the album. So that makes that really easy to work with. I need to find them here in my stash though, because I'm not sure. I tried to organize everything and it's harder than it, it looks. So these are the pages that came with this album. So they're cut to size and they are made to fit this album. The only thing is that there are duplicates or triplicates of the same pattern, which shouldn't matter, except for there are a couple that I'm going to have to tweak a little bit. They are double-sided, which is nice. So there's this one that has snowflakes on it, and then like red diamonds. These are from Freckled Fawn as well. And then this one says Merry Christmas. And then this one is just kind of like candy stripes. These are the ones that are going to have to be tweaked. I will leave one to say December Memories, but there are 3 of these. And I would like to list some other things like movies we've watched in December. You know, we could do a list of that. But I'm going to have to cover this up and decorate it in some way, and then with letter stickers put like movies. We have been watching a lot of Hallmark Lifetime type movies lately. It seems like this year, especially more than any other year, all those movies are on like YouTube. The full length movies are on YouTube. I've been watching a lot of older ones on YouTube, and they're so good because we really, I don't think that we have ever, well, there's a couple times we've subscribed to cable, but not for very long. It was long, years and years ago. We have never subscribed to cable in this house since we've lived here, and we've lived here for almost 19 years. It'll be 19 years in February. But we do have Comcast. It's just that we only pay for the Wi-Fi. We don't, or the before Wi-Fi we paid for the internet, and then it switched to Wi-Fi, and now we pay for the Wi-Fi through Comcast, but we've never subscribed to the cable part of it because it's just too expensive. We do subscribe to streaming channels like Netflix and Disney Plus and Hunter subscribes to HBO Max, and we kind of just like the family shares it. I don't know if you're supposed to do that, but we do. So, but that's how we get our stuff. I think we also have Hulu Live actually. So that's kind of like cable because you can watch, you know, and Scott pays for that. So, but I am going to have to like, cover that up, which shouldn't be too big of an issue. And, you know, another thing could be like, I was thinking movies that we watched, favorite Christmas songs. You could even cover this up. If you don't have, and split the list, you know, if you don't have that many things, or what does cookies you made this year or whatever. So, this one has trees and hearts, and then this is like a green, a hunter green and black dot. This is the duplicate of that. This one's green with white spots, and then kind of a green snowflake pattern. There's another one of that. And then a couple more of these ones that I showed you already. So I think there's like 3. What they did is they sent me the 2 wood veneer covers, and then they also sent me additional that came with a kit, and then like 2 additional Christmas kits in the grab bag. So probably what I'll do is I'll just punch holes in this. I don't usually use page protectors on my December daily, so I guess I have 4 of these. There's 2 more of these too. So I'm gonna have to think of some different list things to use for this, but I can make each one different. So I don't know how many pages are in here, but if I run short, I do have extra like Christmassy scrap paper that I can, you know, cut to size and then punch holes and stuff. So I do have some Christmas washi tape that I think I'll use in this album. There's some cars with trees and presents on top. There's this red gingham. There's this Christmas plaid that's got like red and green. I'm not sure where these came from, so don't like, I'm not sure how to tell you what to look up. A lot of these came in grab bags because I don't buy a lot of scrapbook stuff unless like once or twice a year I will buy Peachy Cheap's grab bags. So they generally have their anniversary sale grab bag, and that is usually like around National Scrapbook Day in May. And then they will have a Christmas one, like, and that's Black Friday, the Black Friday one. And they have that every year. And so I'll get each, you know, I'll get one of those then, and then this is Christmas lights. And then I will also get one at Christmas time. Occasionally they'll come out with like a special deal throughout the year, and I'll buy that. I probably shop at Peachy Cheap throughout the year. If I am buying scrapbook stuff, probably more than any other place. Another one is Scrapbooks for Less. I have been known to shop from them too. They don't ever do grab bags, so. And then Freckled Fawn usually has one too that I will do. Felicity Jane did have one this year, but I didn't buy it. On Black Friday they had, I don't know if they're going out of business. I'm wondering, because I did get an email. I haven't been charged like since September for a kit, and I haven't received a kit since September. They have offered one that in October that you could download yourself, but I choose not to do that because my printer is it uses a lot of ink for one thing, and I don't have a 12x12 printer. And then also so November, I don't know. I think you had a choice. You could buy November's kit, and then you definitely had a choice. You could buy the Christmas kit in December. But I haven't been charged like since September, and I haven't received a kit since September, and I didn't like end my subscription. But I did like get an email right around Black Friday that said this is our final something, our final sale or whatever, and clearance sale or something. And I looked at the stuff, but it was like all stuff that I had already had, so it was like older stuff. And so I didn't buy from it, but then that email just made me wonder if they're going out of business, which is sad because I've always really enjoyed subscribing to their kits. But this one's kind of candy striped. So the only grab bags that I bought this year on Black Friday were the Peachy Cheap one, and then the Freckled Fawn one. And those actually I haven't opened. that's what Scott gets me for Christmas every year. Is he just like, I order them, I don't see what's in them, and he wraps them up for Christmas. And every year, that's pretty much what I get from him. So, and it's easy for him. He doesn't have to pick out anything for me. So he did get me a pretty cool birthday present, though, and I'll show it to you in this video. That was unexpected. I didn't expect him to get me something this nice for my birthday. But it is pretty nice. So this one's really cute. It's got rainbow or reindeer and trees, Christmas trees. So I hope you all are having a good December. We have all been kind of battling colds here. No COVID. Nobody's had COVID except for my parents. My parents did have COVID over my birthday. But they did end up coming. So they didn't get to come for my birthday and Thanksgiving, but they did come this past weekend. And we were going to work on the bathroom and replace the tub. My dad was going to help. But we have a pipe that came apart underneath our kitchen sink, and it's just causing a big wet mess down there. We have a dirt crawl space, and that's got to be dried out before we can go any further there. I don't know what it had to do with the tub, but it was probably a good idea anyways that my dad not do it, because he's still recovering. He's technically disabled now because of the surgery, the 2 botched surgeries that he had. And you know, his hand, even like when he was sawing, like he had to cut some subfloor out because he knew that there was something going on down in the crawl space when he wanted to remove that, and we had bought new subfloor anyway. So we're gonna have to do new underneath where the tub was. Probably part of the reason why the tub cracked was because the floor joist is cracked. So we need to like fix that. Like, I don't know, there's some contracting way that you can like sandwich it and repair the floor joist, but that needs to be done. So he was ripping out the subfloor, you know, so we could do that. And then we realized there was a leak and that it was causing puddles of water down there and just a big mess. So that's going to have to be addressed this Sunday. But they had to go home. So yesterday was my sister's birthday. So they went to Oklahoma to see her. And this is like cookie sprinkles. And then they went to then they're gonna fly to Arizona to visit my other sister Anne for Christmas. They're gonna be there for Christmas. And I asked them while they were here, I said, I hope that you're going to see Matt and Yessie, because that's only a couple hour drive to Lake Havasu City from Phoenix. And they said that they had planned to, so that's nice. This is a really pretty Christmas tree washi with gold foiling. So one thing that I've really been enjoying doing this December is, like, I think I mentioned this in the last video. In January, I plan to start a series that's called Inspired by Shamel. Shamel this past year has done a Best of Both Worlds series where she makes a kid out for the month, and then she will draw page, I always forget what these are called, and it drives me crazy because like a page design, but that's not the right word for it. I can never think of the word or what it's called. And then she'll create a page with that. Well, what I did was as I've been going through those videos, because I hadn't seen them, I hadn't had time all year to watch them, so I'm kind of going back and like copying the page design, you know, that she draws. Now my pages aren't going to look anything like hers, because I don't have the same materials. I don't use the same technique that she does. And, but I am going to use her diagram, or whatever it's called, that I can't think of right now. It slips my mind. I am going to start that in January, once I'm done with my December daily. And hopefully that'll go all year. So it'll help me scrapbook a lot faster, having a plan set up before me. And then, you know, I'll plan a kit for the month, kind of like she did, but I'm not going to copy her kit or even like look at what she had in her kit. I'm going to just use my stash and my own pictures, and just follow the page sketch, and that's what it's called. It's called the scrapbooking sketch. Follow her sketch when I do the things. And that was the purpose of Best of Both Worlds anyways, was to have people use their stash and follow the sketch, and then and do their own thing. And that's, so I'm just kind of continuing. I don't know what her plan is for this year, but I'm gonna do that in January. So if you want to, you know, join me on that adventure, you can. If you want to watch her videos, of course, I recommend Schmeline. For December daily, this is a really pretty foil washi too. Not to like break up, like I'm going in two different directions. This one I know is from Erin Condren. It was in an Erin Condren box last year. I think it was last Christmas. It's really pretty. For December daily, the YouTuber that I would recommend is the Motley Frog. She usually does a December daily every year, and she just today she uploaded a video, a December daily video. I think it was day 2, her first day, so that was exciting. And but she is the one, she generally does pocket pages. I don't for December daily, but I use a lot of her techniques. Like this year she's planning on stitching a lot in her album, and I thought, you know, I have all those same like things that I could use in my December daily, so I might incorporate some of that. Just, she's inspirational anyway. So the sticker pages that I'm going to use in my December daily, you've probably already seen all of these before, because I've they are things that came in grab bags, and that I've gotten, or like an auction or two that I won off of eBay. So this is a Cartabella page sheet. I'm hoping that you can see the whole thing. I'm going to try to back it up so you can see the whole sticker sheet. So I'm going to be trying to keep it simple this year and using just these great big sticker sheets. Here's another one. This one's from Echo Park. And this one is this is O Canada Christmas. This one's from Photoplay. This one is from Bo Bunny. This one's from Cartabella. This one is from Bo Bunny. And then I have a sheet of acetate. I don't know where these trees are from. It was from my stash, so I'll probably stick that in there somehow. I think this was from Scrapbooks for Less's Bella Boulevard, and I cut the bottom part out. There's a couple pieces of paper that I'm going to incorporate into the album somehow. This is from Christmas Market, Cartabella, and I'll cut it down to size. So that's that. And I have 2 sheets of that. So I may or may not use both sheets in this album. I'm not sure. This is just a piece of wrapping paper from last year. I like the little cars on it. Here's some other paper. I don't know if I will use this as like a page because it's only single-sided. I'll probably just like cut out a tree or snowflakes or something. This one I'll probably use for fussy cutting, as well as this one, these mittens. I'll use for fussy cutting as well. So and then here's a scrap from last year, single-sided, so I'll probably use that for fussy cutting. Snowflake paper, that is double-sided. And then I think this one's double-sided as well. So I could use it as a page if I wanted to. The only issue with using these as a page is they're not cardstock, so they're not as stable as the other ones. Here's another one. That one's only single-sided, but I can use it as like a strip. Same as this. This is Santa and Friends, and some snowflakes that I can fussy cut out. So that is pretty much it as far as like big embellishments. My numbers this year came in something that I got in an auction, so I'll probably use that. For my numbers this year, I have some smaller embellishment stickers that I'll probably use. These are planer stickers. Go ahead and use your planer stickers that you get that in like the planer booklets from Create 360. You can use those as embellishments in your December daily. I don't traditionally decorate my planner like so extensively with these like boxes and stuff. Generally what I'll do is I'll make a tag for scrapbooking and stick this on there, and I think that it's used. I take apart my planner booklets anyway, so I'm more of a functional planner. I do decorate my planner, but I use a bullet journal style, so I don't use a lot of embellishments. And some circles. Let's see what else I have. These are poke outs from Ellie's Studio. One thing that I also do is the throwaway piece I use as a stencil. So if I want a little piece of some foundational piece of paper that I want to use in a cluster or something on a page, I just trace these and then cut them out myself. I also do that with these freckled fawn ones. The chipboard ones are actually the most stable. So I have stars, and then I have some other different shapes, some hearts, some tabs, some arrows. I have that in my stash. I have some other chipboard stickers here, and then I think I'll just kind of end it. It's not everything that I have in my stash, but you know, everybody's December daily stuff. I also am going to be using this Winter Farmhouse ephemera pack, and I'm going to be using these chipboard stickers. These are from My Mind's Eye. What else do we have here? I'll probably, like, this is just a blank envelope. I'll probably punch holes. I like to add envelopes. I usually punch it in here, and then I stick like recipe cards, or like if the kids wrote a letter to Santa or whatever. My kids are old, so they don't write letters to Santa anymore, but like I helped Minnie Jordan write a letter to Santa this year. So this is Creative Memory, or Creative Imaginations. This one is some chipboard stickers from Cartabella. There's just one. And then I have a Starbucks bag because, you know, everybody goes to Starbucks at least once during the season. So I'll probably use this on a page. I'll probably iron it so it's, you know, not wrinkled, and then punch a couple holes and stick some stuff in there. This is Simple Stories, which I think this is a Father's Day one because it says Happy Father's Day, but there's a lot of Christmassy type. It's got a Christmas vibe to it. And then here's another blank envelope that I'll probably use. My Mind's Eye Cozy Christmas. So I have some of those. There's another one exactly like that. These are poke outs, authentique. This one is Me and My Big Ideas rub-ons. This one is an older one. It's Scrap in a Snap. So I may use some of these because these are, I think these are probably getting pretty old, so they might be losing their sticky. And then this one is Bella Boulevard, and I already cut off the letters on it, so. But yeah, that's pretty much it. You know, there's some other ones that I have in here too. I don't know exactly everything that I have in here. I just have it all separated. I have some extra labels, some jazz, and I have brads. I have some Christmas tree brads that are rather old. Sequins. I have this, of course, that I'm hoping to make at least one shaker box this year. But these I bought from Amazon last year, and I didn't end up using them. But you can put these in with sequins and your shaker mix. I think these are designed for like fingernails, like to put on your nails, for manicurists, but they were really cheap. I think I got 5 of these for, I think they came from China if I remember right, and they were like $6 or $7 for like 5 containers of these, and they're all separated and everything, but they're going to be really cute for shaker mix for sure. So that's about it. I do have some cards, like, as far as like, you know, Project Life cards and stuff like that. I do have some puffy stickers, you know, some string, that sort of stuff, but nothing like too major here. I don't want to lose that. My 2 little snowmen, guys. So, and what I use for my shaker mix, I should show you, is this, like, I don't know, they're called Quick Kit, and they are already sealed. I do have a sealing thing, you know, like a tool, a heat tool that like seals it, but since I already have these pockets that are designed for that, I'm going to use those up first. It's just a lot easier. So just trying to keep it as easy as possible. I'll probably just use one black pen. This one's from Ellie's Studio, and then of course I have a pencil to draw what I want to draw. So that's about it. The last thing I'm going to show you is what I got for my birthday from Scott. That kind of, it surprised me because when I opened it, I didn't exactly know. I knew it was colored pencils, but I didn't know to the extent of what it was. And I think this is a really nice gift for anyone who paints or crafts or anything like that. I think this is like a really quality gift. So these are watercolor pencils, and I wanted some watercolor paints because I want to get back into watercolor painting, but I kind of wanted the watercolor pencils because they're easier to apply, and then you can just use a brush and it looks like watercolor. I mean, it is watercolor. It's just, you can also mark like with a pencil on a on like a mat, and then add water to it, and then you've got your watercolor paint and you can just paint with it. The coolest things about this kit and why I want to show you is because it's huge. For one thing, it's got just about every color of the rainbow. It's just incredible, all the different colors that are in this watercolor pencil book. It's incredible. But not only that, it also comes with I'm not even sure what this is. It's got paper on it. I don't know. I don't know what this is. I think it's, oh, I know what this is. It's sandpaper. It's like if you want to sand the edges. There's a cover. There's sheets of sandpaper on here. So if you want to rough up the edges. This is a blender. Comes with a few different paintbrushes. So there's this paintbrush. And there's this paintbrush. I haven't used this yet, but I'm so excited. It comes with a little knife. These are, I think these are brush holders. I'm not exactly sure what goes in here unless you put your blenders in there. Or maybe you put the colored pencils in here. I'm not sure, but they're two holders. If you know what these are used for, let me know. And this is another blender. This is a blender as well. I did go to art school years ago, but some of these tools I'm unfamiliar with. There's a pencil sharpener. This is a kneaded eraser. We did use those a lot when I was in art school. And this is a regular eraser. And then here's a larger pencil sharpener that's metal. So I thought it was a really nice kit anyway. It was a very thoughtful gift because it's something that I will use for years and years and years, and I won't have to buy watercolor paints. I find that the liquid paints tend to dry up. The watercolor tube paints tend to dry up after so many years. And then they're like nearly impossible to get out of the tubes. And then, I do have some watercolor palettes, but not near as many colors as what's in here. So it literally surprised me that he bought this for me, because it's something that's so uncharacteristic of him to purchase for me that it kind of shocked me. So, but if you have an artist or, in your family, I think he got this off of Amazon, if I remember right. I think that's what he told me. And these come off too. They're Velcro, so they can be like removed if you just want to use one set of colors at a time. So I just wanted to show you that too, because with Christmas coming up, if you're having a hard time like trying to figure out what to get, like a child or a teenager or someone who might be interested in arts and crafts, or maybe maybe your spouse or your significant other is, wondering what to get you, maybe you'd be interested in having that. I know I love it. I'm really excited to use that. So, but I think that's the end of this video. I have some other things I need to do tonight, but I wanted to check in with you guys because I hadn't filmed a video in almost 3 weeks. So my office is clean for the most part, aside from a few things that need to be moved around because of remodeling. But I did reorganize. It's probably more organized than it's been in at least since the last time I cleaned up in here. But at least I can, you know, I can work in here. I can work in here now. So, and I will do another office tour as soon as I have, you know, as soon as the holidays are over and I can clear some of the stuff out and, you know, so, but I want to get as much scrapbooking videos in as possible because I'm hoping that next fall, that I won't be working from home anymore. So, so my days will be a lot, even more busier than they are now. So, so we'll see. But I hope y'all take care. I don't know if there will be another video before Christmas. And if that's the case, I wish you all a Merry Christmas or whatever you celebrate. Happy Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, any of the other holidays this holiday season. And I hope that it's merry and bright. So, so I just hope y'all take care. I hope you have a better year. This year has kind of sucked for us. We've had one vehicle issue after another. And then just like, it seems like the house is like falling down around us and it's just like a money pit. And, you know, the stresses of life and, you know, all that stuff. But good things have happened too. You know, I have one son and daughter-in-law that are, or soon-to-be daughter-in-law that are planning to get married in, I thought 2023. It looks like it's going to be 2024 now, which makes me much happier. I can breathe a little bit easier knowing that it's going to be like a year and a half away instead of a year. And then my son and my daughter-in-law that got married in April. That was magical. And so, I mean, good things have happened, and hopefully the end of this year we'll have everything set in stone where we can visit, you know, have our granddaughter come over and visit, and, you know, everything will be the way it should be, but only time will tell. So, but you all take care, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.